work cut out. Then they've got to be on the offense. They've got to knock down some threes. Just be able to shoot the ball from the perimeter all told. And then the benches tonight, well, if you can contain the backcourt and they go for 60, then you better make sure you shut out their bench.
Mike Trudell, you can pinpoint another factor for this Washington team. I mentioned they're playing their best basketball. They're always going to score, but it's the other end of the floor that they're really improved at.
Yeah, this might surprise you, right? Thinking about this Wizards team, not just this year, but going to the last couple. They have really struggled on defense. But, Bill, not lately. They've won 4 straight, and part of that is because they've been top 3 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Just look at the difference there. Frank Vogel is well aware of this, and he said part of it is that Beal and Westbrook have kind of started to figure out how to play together on both ends, and that's just helping the general flow of the team, the general energy, the amount that they're competing. So, Stu, but we know that defense and offense are correlated. They do relate to each other, and we've been seeing that in Washington lately.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why I think they've bought in a little bit more to their defense. It's helped their offense quite a bit.
First possession belongs to the Lakers, and Wesley Matthews going to try a 3. Not going to get it, and the rebound to Mo Wagner. 13th in the East for the Wizards right now, but just a game and a half out of the 10th spot. And remember, the 10th spot is the all-important one because you get to be in the play-in series. They are 5-4 against the Western Conference, playing great basketball against the West. Bradley Beal bounces it to Mo, turns underneath, and he scores. Just spun on LeBron and scored around Gasol. At the other end, that one's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Laker ball.
You know, they ran that set, the Wizards. They screen guard to guard, Westbrook and Beal. You got to switch that and not have to let your big then be the second part of that play, and then he switches big little.
Frank Vogel and the Lakers coming off of their worst offensive game of the year, shooting under 40%, and that does not happen, but they knock it down. And that's LeBron James, who has not shot the 3-ball well as of late. In fact, he was just 1 for 8 the other night and 0 for 4 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter. Bradley Beal on a tear, and why not? He's the #1 scorer in the NBA, Stu.
And you're going to have to pay so much attention to him. I mean, you just can't let him run around free quite a bit.
He's averaging 33 a game. Last week, he averaged also that 33. Russell Westbrook, nearly 10 assists a game. And the foul, and underneath, it's going to be Hachimura going to the free throw line.
Well, Hachimura did a real good job of sealing on Kyle Kuzma that time.
From UC Irvine, Zot, Scotty Brooks, Southern California ties. Still has a house down in the Orange County area. Good man, Scotty Brooks, already in his 5th year as a Wizards head coach. Here's Anthony Davis. Again, it's going to be about a month. Really going to take it cautiously for the err on the side of caution for the Lakers. Frank has already announced it's probably a month. Of course, part of that will be the All-Star break in a week and a half.
Well, how long will that be? 2 days?
not too long. About 6-7 days. They're going to play it. Gasol got it. Counter has a 4-point opportunity and one.
Mo Wagner that time crowded him on the 3-point attempt and actually got contact. So this would be a rare opportunity for Marc Gasol to execute a 4-point opportunity.
So the Lakers as a team, Stu, are 1 for 13 in the 4th quarter. Had plenty of chances to win, but they wound up losing to Miami 96-94. Over the last half-dozen games, shooting 27% from beyond the arc. But Marc Gasol, a 4-point play.
But that's what I was talking about earlier. It's about putting the ball in the basket, and your backcourt has to be able to make perimeter shots.
Okay, so the rim protection isn't great for the Lakers. How are you going to stop Russell Westbrook from getting there?
You better be able to ball him off. If not, then make him beat you from the outside.
He's got 21 shot attempts the other night, a season high, and it's an offensive foul.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why I think they bought in a little bit as he would have liked to, is help their offense stayed in there quite a bit.
Took the offensive charge. Well, it's not often that somebody besides LeBron or AD is the leading scorer, but Kuzma was for the Lakers the other night with 23 points. Did nail down 4 triples in the game. Hachimura dumps it in now to Wagner. Working on the veteran Gasol, and Marcus reaches in and knocks it away. Turnover time, and here's LeBron James into the front court. All the way, not going to stop that. LeBron James to score.
Well, that's what LeBron will do a lot of if Hachimura continues to play chest to chest with him. That's opening up the driving lanes.
And of course, while we were gone, he scored his 35,000th point. Good bounce to Kuzma, rides it up and in on the break. Good assist by the King.
That's the way to fill the lane, too, because you know the King is going to get you the basketball. You just have to do your part.
Again, we expect a high-scoring game, although the Lakers are still the #1 defensive team. That counts if it goes. It doesn't go, and Russ will have 2 free throws.
It started with the Lakers turning them over again as the Lakers got out in transition, but LeBron working against Hachimura just takes him right off the dribble for the easy hoop, and then after that turnover, LeBron gets the assist as Kuz fills the lane.
Here he is. Went to UCLA for a couple of years. Not him, LeBron, but this guy right here, Russell Westbrook. Russ, the 9-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champ, 2-time assist champion in the league, and right now he's second in assists.
Remember a few years ago when he was with Oklahoma City and he went through that stretch of a whole season basically where he just couldn't make a free throw. I mean, he was really shooting the ball poorly.
You know what he can't shoot? Can't shoot a 3 right now. He's 0 for his last 14.
That's what I talk about. He's so quick off the dribble, you've got to make him beat you from the outside. Now, Bradley Beal is a completely different monster.
And Wes Matthews gets fouled. Beal actually leads, or one of the leaders, in the NBA in mid-range baskets, although he can also knock down the 3. Bradley Beal, you're right, he can score from anywhere on the floor. He's a pure shooter.
Yeah, I mean, because he can put it on the deck. He's got the good-looking pull-up jumper, so tough cover.
Lakers up early, 11-8, first quarter here at Staples Center. Caldwell Pope for 3. Going to go in and out. Rebound taken by Hachimura, one of 3 NBA players in history, born in Japan, part of the national team there. Hachimura, little ball fake, now to Russ. He runs the show. Of course, the 3rd team in 3 years for Russell Westbrook. 8 to shoot. There's the mid-range jumper. He clanked it off the glass and off the rim, and it's taken by the Lakers.
He was going for the bank shot, just couldn't get it to fall.
That's going to be knocked away. Turnover. Taken by Wagner. Shovel now to Westbrook. All the way back to Mo, and he throws it down with 2 hands.
That time as the Lakers were getting ready to inbound it, Russell Westbrook inadvertently hit the ball out of Mark's hands. The Wizards will get a delay of game.
Nobody plays harder in this league, truly, than Russell Westbrook.
And he plays like that on every possession.
Every possession, every night, every game, no matter where he is. Turns it over more than anybody in the league. He does handle it quite a bit, but he has more turnovers than anybody in the NBA. LeBron open, so he'll take the 16-footer and knock it down.
If they're going to give LeBron that kind of a look, he should shoot it every time he comes down.
Averaging 25.5 points a game. LeBron James still in the top 10 in assists. We played a little over 4 minutes, and getting knocked down is LeBron. Going to be a foul on number 23.
I think LeBron reached first. Had he not reached, I think he would have possibly had the offensive foul on Hachimura.
So the Lakers have, oh, here it is again.
See, he reached right there with the right hand. If he could have kept his hand out of there, that's the first foul. The second one would have been an offensive foul.
Lakers have not lost 3 in a row yet this year. They've lost 2 in succession twice as Russ gets to the rim and scores again.
Well, they run a little mid-post ISO for Russell Westbrook, and he's so quick off the dribble, and he still has great elevation.
Remember a couple years ago, he had a 20-point, 21 assist, 20 rebound game. A 20-20-20. Only the second in history. Wilt was the only one before that to put one up. Bradley Beal, good defense by Gasol. It's going to be out of bounds. Washington with 15 to shoot.
Nice to see that time that Mark didn't just play position. He really challenged and blocked the shot cleanly.
Mark scoring coming around a little bit too.
Well, he realizes that he's got to, up his scoring in the absence
without question.
of Anthony Davis.
He had 2 blocks against the Heat. That one's going to be thrown up and missed right at the rim. Rebound now to LeBron. Quickly into the attacking zone. Stop and pop for 3. Caldwell Pope's going to get his own rebound. This time he goes to the rim. Once, twice. Still can't score. Taken by the Wizards.
Well,
a couple of great opportunities.